to the Cabazon Casino, rather the Morongo Casino Resort and Spa here in Cabazon, California. As night starts to fall on the desert here, it's been a very windy, very brisk day. We'll even hear it coming through this tent that we're in the back of the Casino Resort and Spa. Andre Ward, 16-0 in his professional career. Esteban Camou, and Camou with 19 knockouts in his 23 victories, so he could be a little bit of a test for Ward.
Yeah, he's certainly a seasoned guy. He's been around. He's been in with a lot of tough guys. You know, he went the distance with Anthony Hanshaw just a couple of years ago. He's a durable guy, but he has lost 2 out of his last 3 fights. He's told us that, you know, he took some of these things on short notice, and there's Charlie Hustle.
Familiar guy around boxing rings. Seen him a lot out here on the West Coast.
Familiar guy around casinos, that's for sure.
Well, that's true. Take a look at the numbers and see how these two match up. And, of course, Camou is the senior of Andre Ward.
Giving away 3.5 inches in height, which, you know, could be significant. The weight is exactly the same. The reach, surprisingly, in favor of Esteban Camou.
Andre Ward, a guy who I do believe has been improving over the course of time. As we take a look at the rules, no 3 knockdown rule, nor any standing 8 count. A doctor or the referee can stop the fight, and a fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round, up to and including the final round.
White fans, here we go. Super middleweights in the ring. An attraction scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Introducing to you first on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks with white trim, joining us from Navojoa, Sonora, Mexico. He weighed in at 171 pounds. His record stands at 23 wins, 4 losses, with 19 big wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the hard-hitting Esteban Rocky Camou. And his opponent across the ring on my left, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trunks with red trim, fighting out of Oakland, California. He weighed in the same as his opponent, 171 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a record of 16 wins, no losses, 11 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the 2004 U.S. Olympic gold medalist and the undefeated NABO super middleweight champion, Andre S.O.G. Ward. Once again, a referee in charge, Pat Russell.
All right, there's the line right there. There's a little high. There's the line. There's the line. 10 rounds. Touch them up. Good luck.
So Pat Russell, the referee, with quick instructions to these two. And Andre Ward has some questions hanging over his head, and we'll see how he is coming back from surgery in August.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting because he and his trainer, Virgil Hunter, say they're not in a hurry to do anything, but yet they do seem to have come back pretty quickly from that knee injury.
Camou trying to pressure him early. He feels his best shot is to get inside. In fact, he feels that's his only shot.
I would tend to agree with him.
Very articulate guy, Camou. He spent a lot of time living in Seattle.
Actually went to 10th grade in Seattle. See that good quick jab of Ward. Now, you know, the knee injury on the back, the plant foot, the power foot, obviously the leg that he pivots on when he throws his right hand. Be interesting to see if there's any loss of power in his right hand. So far, he doesn't seem to be holding anything back.
No, and Ward really out-quicking him early in this fight, being effective with that jab. Very effective jab by Ward early in this fight.
Yeah, he establishes the distance with that, and from back there, Esteban Camou really can't do very much.
Overhand right that time by Ward. Ward's not a guy who's going to get you out of there with one punch.
Looks like he might be setting up Camou for a right hand, though.
Throwing punches and combinations. Very effective first round for Andre Ward.
So interestingly enough, this morning, Esteban Camou told us he didn't even know about Andre Ward's knee injury, and whether that changes the way he fights, you know, if you want to get in close, walk your man down a little bit, you know, it's all fair game. Try to put a little extra weight on the bad knee of Andre Ward. Wouldn't be a bad idea.
Meantime, he's letting Ward dictate tempo here and dictate distance. And Ward pretty much having his way with Camou here in the first round.
Well, he's now starting to come forward. He's showing some aggressiveness here. And quite frankly, a guy who has to fight the way Camou does is going to need a little time to time Ward, to get his rhythms down, to get his speed down, see, to slip the jab. He's going to have to work on that a little bit, and I didn't expect him to have a very good first round.
Camou, very much professional. He's an experienced fighter with a winning record. That's exactly what Ward needs. Coming to the end of round one, an effective first round for Andre Ward.
Drop the bell. Time, no punch, no punch. Box.
Round number two. And Camou this time lunging at Ward to start this second round, and that is where he wants to be, but Ward backs him up immediately with a pretty good left hand.
Yeah, he made no secrets here, no excuses. He knows he's got to get inside on Ward. He's got to turn this into a street fight. As we said, he's not going to win a boxing match. And you know what? I think he basically took the measure of Ward in the first round. Now he's going to have to try and turn up the aggression.
Hold his head.
Very sharp left hand from Ward, and another one right on the button.
Free up those hands. Free them up, Steve. Free up.
Andre Ward not showing much ring rust, I'll say that.
No, he really isn't.
Take a step,
But then again, you know, he only fought in June. It's been 6 months. Obviously, the layoff to rehab that knee, and I'm amazed, you know, at how quickly he was able to come back. He showed us, you know, the arthroscopic scars.
Good right hand.
And he doesn't seem to have, you know, lost a step.
No, he doesn't. In fact, you know, having been around him going back to the Olympic Games and even before, because he lives in the area where I live and known him for a long time, he's becoming more of a professional fighter. He's giving his opponent angles a lot more than he did.
You know, we just got to look at the numbers in the first round, and obviously it's going to be real hard for Camou to win a fight when he's landing, you know, 3 punches around. He's got to turn up the intensity on Ward, and it's a tough task because you got to get past that left hand.
Ward being effective with both hands and both to the head and to the body, a little more to the body in this round.
Accidental headbutt there. Good one, too.
Yep. And another left hand slip between the gloves. Ward busy and effective.
Yeah, just not enough side-to-side movement from Esteban Camou. He's coming forward, but he's coming straight forward.
All right, free up those hands. Free them up.
That was caught on the gloves of Camou.
Now, the thing to watch about young fighters, and I still consider Andre Ward a young fighter, even though he's a 4-year pro, is that as the fight goes on, they start to lose a little bit of their poise, and they start to unravel a little bit. So, you know, we're only in the second round here, but it's something to watch, especially if Camou sticks around.
So far, Ward able to do pretty much anything he wants with Camou. Feint with the left hand and then Kane with the left hand. Misses a wild left, but scores with a short right.
Camou making him miss a little bit. A little better. He's slipping a little bit better on the inside here.
Camou trying to work in behind the jab, but not successfully so. And even in close quarters, Ward getting the better of it.
Time, no punch. Box.
All right, here's what Andre Ward had for his man in round two. A big right hand. I'll tell you what, Camou took it well. He's a durable guy, but so far he's taken too many.
And unable to really generate anything on his own. The speed of Ward is obviously keeping Camou at bay.
Yeah, he really hasn't landed an effective punch yet. See, the key, I think, for him, Barry, is pressure, but it's got to be effective pressure. He can't just walk forward into those gloves. He's got to slip some punches, land some shots to the body, and hope to take advantage of the low right hand from Andre Ward, who's now boxing as a southpaw.
That's interesting, isn't it? Doesn't do that too much.
You know, I hate to belabor the same point, but could it have something to do with the knee?
Well, maybe.
Because don't forget, you pivot on that back foot. There's a little twisting action in the knee. Maybe he's more comfortable this way right now.
You can see the numbers overwhelmingly on the side of Andre Ward.
Stop. Break, take a step. Don't push on his head.
And Camou averaging just 5 punches landed per round, and as you pointed out, that's not going to get it done.
No, it's definitely not enough of a work rate, and really not any real effective punches. Nothing that's gotten any reaction out of Andre Ward yet.
I think the interesting thing is, even when Camou does get inside, Ward's still getting the best of it.
Yeah, Ward's fast, you know, his reflexes are good, and if he can beat Camou at Camou's own game, that, you know, obviously makes the task not difficult, but pretty close to impossible.
He wound up with that left hand.
Ward's fought this entire round as a southpaw.
Yeah, it's interesting. It'd be interesting to talk to him about that. Good left hand. Got him turned and hit him pretty good.
Camou's having a terrible time with the southpaw stance.
And now he covers up, and Ward connects with about 4 punches.
And he's doing a pretty good paint job on him now.
Oof, straight a little low.
Yeah, a little bit.
And there again, a good left hand. He had him turned. His knees wobble there. Ward may be able to get him here. He's still in trouble. And now Ward sees it as he staggered to the left.
Wow. It's kind of a quick hook.
I'll say.
That's a little bit of a quick hook. Well, you know what? Not a real vigorous protest from Esteban Camou.
No.
That seemed like a bit of a quick hook.
Yeah, that took me by absolute surprise.
I think it took, you know, the 2 of the men in the ring anyway, not the referee, and both of us by surprise.
I do think he was hurt, but...
Yeah, but it's the end of the round besides.
Well, that was, again, you have to measure it against the caliber of competition, but that was a pretty impressive performance.
Well, you know what? Pretty overwhelming numbers in round 3. CompuBox says 21-1 connect rate. Andre Ward over Esteban. We'll take a look at the highlights or what there were of them. Here we see round 2. There's that big right hand from Andre Ward. I mean, the speed was just too much. Camou certainly outgunned, never really got into his fight plan, and now here's the final round of the fight. You see that actually Camou made him miss a couple of punches and then got hit at the end of the punch with that left hand, went into the ropes. Referee Pat Russell just decided that this was not going to end well for him. You see, there's the punch right there.
No, that's enough right there. That's enough.
Yeah, kind of a quick hook, but
It was, but you have an idea it might have just been a question of time. Right now to the center of the ring, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time, 2 minutes 46 seconds in round number 3. A referee in charge, Pat Russell, stops the contest. The winner by way of knockout and still undefeated, Andre S.O.G. Ward.
So Andre Ward runs his record to 17 up and none down, and he did it in impressive fashion against an outmanned Esteban Camou, who I really didn't think, quite honestly, would be quite as outmanned as he was. So the 2004 Olympic champion, the only Olympic champion, remains undefeated and a factor. We welcome you back to the Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. We are here in Cabazon, California, and Andre Ward, very impressive in a win over outmatched Esteban Camou. And you can see how lopsided this fight was, as Andre Ward landing 78 of the 265 punches he threw. And for Esteban Camou, only able to land 11 of 94, just 12% connect percentage. A complete victory for Andre Ward despite the quick hook. And right now, the winner is with Wally Matthews. Wally.
Thanks, Barry. Let me just say this to you before I talk to Andre. I asked Esteban Camou about the stoppage, and he said, hey, no problem. If the fight had gone any further, he would have punched me more. And I think you would agree with that, wouldn't you, Andre?
Yeah, he was a very tough fighter. I saw him against two prospects at the time, Jean Pascal and one other prospect, Anthony Hanshaw. And he was a tough fighter, so I expected that tonight.
All right, so you made a successful return tonight. And the line of questioning today was, have you come back too soon from the knee injury? Any problems with it at all?
Well, the answer is no, and I think we showed that tonight. But really quick, I just want to thank Dr. Warren King, my surgeon, and my physical therapist, Dr. Donald Chu, for helping me get back, and my church family for sticking behind me. I felt good. I felt really good. We got through a hard camp, and that was the test right there. So if I could get through camp, I knew I'd be ready for this.
All right, now, you went through the entire third round boxing as a southpaw. What was the reason?
I just felt like I could do it. It was a night tonight where I worked really hard. I was happy to be back. So, we had a basic game plan, but I just wanted to come in here and fight off of instincts. And, at the start of the third round, I said, let me go southpaw and see what happens. So it turned out good.
The result actually, seems to justify it. We're going to take a look at the end of the fight right here. The monitor's in front of you, and you can call the fight.
Yeah, I could tell he was wearing down. He wasn't responding. I knew it was just a matter of time before I caught him with a good shot and put him down, or the referee stepped in. So I just wanted to keep putting my punches together. I heard the ref saying, show me something, and there it was. So it could have went on a little bit more, but I don't think it had to. There's no sense of letting that go on.
There's another angle there. Now, clearly, the point was proven, and we saw the final punch count numbers there. Right. Overwhelming edge for you in punches thrown and landed. Now, we talked to you earlier today about, the pace of your career, 16 fights in 4 years. You say that you feel like you're going at the right pace. Right. Is 2009 going to be a busier year for you?
I think 2009 is going to be our year. I have it's tentative now, but February looks like I'm going to be in my hometown, and then after that, I'm ready for the top 10. I'm ready to take my game to another level. I want to prove to myself, like we talked about in the meeting, as well as to the general public, that I belong. So I'm ready to go.
All right, Andre Ward, big winner here tonight over Esteban Camou. Let's go back to Barry at ringside.
All right, thanks very much, Wally. And thanks to Andre Ward, very personable guy, and one of those guys you really wish nothing but success to as he moves along in his quest in the super middleweight division. But he took a pretty good-sized step tonight, I felt. Later on, of course, very familiar face, James Toney. He'll be getting it on with Fresno Kendo. That's still to come. And when we come back, we're going to see another heavyweight prospect, guy by the name of Malik Scott. He's undefeated in 31 fights against a journeyman by the name of Rafael Butler. That's all coming up after this.